a live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, Kentucky's head coach told me pregame this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will take the field first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else.
Snags it, and he's open.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
On first down, Nate Frazier. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff, Frazier running left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Frazier. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the ground. Runs for the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Grab behind the line, it's Gilmore. At the 45, on his way. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Play action. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return. And And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Dogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give to Frazier. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the...
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Here's the pressure. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter at running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injury issues early on during his time at Texas, but he has tremendous upside, and if he can stay healthy, this running game, I think, can take off.
Take off, game-breaking. They fortify the offensive line in the transfer portal. They've got to get back to that physical ground game. And you're right about Baxter. This guy was all-world, everything recruit. Lightning in a bottle, can make those big plays. Look forward to watching this Kentucky offense hopefully get a bounce back and get some spring in their step.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Got it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Takes his shot. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The inside handoff. Might have a chance. Smashes ahead. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. On target. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push.
Tons of room in the middle. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Finds his man. It's Stockton. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum and turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Kentucky going quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd down, here's Baxter. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Scanning the field is Stockton. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes the grab. It's Taylor. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Keeps it on first down. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Hand off for Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Kentucky will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff for Frazier. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football.
Could be an alley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. He's looking to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running inside, it's Barnes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. And the Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has got...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push.
Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Georgia sends out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll run the counter. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it left. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team. And
maybe some room here. Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move, it's Barnes. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation